actually, than what we've seen from him since he joined Sandbox. So still a huge gap that he's going to have to close.
Yeah, and it's so crazy. Like in our previous series situation, I actually kind of like Gragas into Azir, not going to lie.
I think it's actually legit.
Yeah, I think that's how it's going to go.
Okay.
And if it on Swain, if my stats are correct, sometimes they're wrong, sometimes it gets things messed up. And pretty standard draft as far. Just started yelling just to help them out. And I think that that is absolutely beautiful. I love that.
Win, so kind of feel like they could have pushed the issue more there. Meanwhile, down here.
Yeah, Gumushi's going to ult. Passive comes through from Prince, but Gumushi knew as, oh, the killer instinct. Just beautiful from Prince. No, doesn't have a lot of vision available. Croco going to start the back, though. And yeah, Zeus felt like something was up.
Good check here.
Yeah.
Can also start to delay Croco's back because he's Gragas and has nothing to fear. Does need to be careful about staying too long, but it's going to be totally fine. That was a really nice play there by Kale on the bottom side of the map, though, and that's one of the only... Oh, okay.
Take away the anti-Zeri option, as Kerry's going to shake the hand of Kale as, okay, slow down onto Prince. They just fight each other. Fantastic hostile takeover. That's going to guarantee the kill. As Croco looking to try and time this one right, and he does so. Great knock-up to come through as the bailout is going to come down. No kill in time as Croco trades it back, but it's another kill for Kale. Save the health bar.
Yep, and now going to get second crash. Dub's looking for a flank here.
So much value with that ward there as well. As you can see, T1 trying to get out towards the side. The Empress Divide goes completely wide. As the Cyclone also from Croco doesn't get enough done and lives Sandbox. They're gonna
the flank there from Dub. React, they go up.
Oh,
Closer!
Yeah, the cast gone to Closer. He's just stunned forever, and it's the extendo beam that picks up the kill. I don't know what that is about, as T1 are going to face check. Croco looks for the Cyclone. Heartbreaker immediately gets Owner out of there, as Carrier going to have to flash as well. And here it is. The hostile takeover is not exactly the best move, but Faker is in there with the Demonic Ascension. The flash over the ulti. Oh my god, Faker still hadn't taken any damage. Gumayushi's going to turn up, and speaking of damage, he has got plenty of that. No Warrior Tricks is going to fool him either, as Dove underneath this turret. Yeah, you're still food, and he's going to be taken down as well.
Objective bounties spawning here for Live Sandbox. That is how big this lead is. And it's another platformer here for Faker this time. He's the one who flashes over this. Meanwhile,
okay, Prince is just diving on top of Faker here as Vision of Empire comes down. Decent little flash there from Prince as Faker goes golden at the last possible second, but he's still going to die. Prince
has his Void Staff. The Seraphs is complete. And this is really the consolation.
Good. Vision of Empire comes down. Little decoy comes out from that Warrior Trickster, but I don't know whether this monkey is going to be quite tricky enough, as that body slam defensively was just beautiful. If that was a body slam even.
I mean, I don't know what Croco was
Croco's
thinking.
Just real dead anyway. So Live Sandbox just cannot do anything to answer it. Dove now underneath this turret, and I think they can freely dive. Glenn's not going to be immune enough here, as Faker might have to flash get himself out of the way. The bailout does come through, but I don't think he's going to be able to survive. So, as I say it, pretty instant cast curse, and Faker will go down. Hex gates are going to be taken, though. I don't
For the next fight, minute 30 for next Baron, minute 40 for the Hex Tech Soul Point. Prince?
Yeah, Prince in a lot of trouble. Zaya's going to throw a cask at him, and that is you need a QSS for that one, I'm pretty sure, as Croco's now in a whole host of trouble. Kale's not going to be able to save him for this one. Zayas picks up that kill now as a hostile takeover comes in. Kale desperately looks for someone to hit as Closer is real dead yet again. Dealing with these Emperor's Divides seems to be something that T1 is very, very comfortable with this game.
Yeah.
As, yeah, Closer has been read like a book. And now, these Nexus turrets are really under fire.
Yeah.
Okay, there's the Demonic Ascension. Faker just going inside the mist. He'll utilize his Zhonya's Hourglass to keep himself alive. Dub also does the same. The pullback onto Kale, though, and Faker stays alive this time. The Nexus turrets aren't really the priority here, as Faker wants to mop up all of these kills. This has been very vocal about in our post-game comms most of the time. Croco will turn up, but yeah, he's pretty squishy as the Wukong, and this, I know it's just above 25 minutes, but I'm going to call it a shellacking, as T1 are looking to try and kill Closer one more time, but they'll decide to be merciful this time around. We'll see whether they are in game number 2.
In this will try to set up the same kind of poke, but it just isn't going to amount to as much. Feels like you're losing a war of attrition here, and Fiora will be able to side lane.
A lot of comfort, and a Renata, and a Fiora. And we'll have to see whether this...
They're liking their chances, but they've done crazier ups. There we go.
He was actually practicing. He was, because you could hear his voice was a bit hoarse.
Yeah.
And he was really charging that one up for quite some time. So here we are, onto the Rift. We did it. Is going to be able to take at least a couple of the little wolves. As Faker claws his way out. Now, how is the Lee Sin supposed to get out of this one is the question. Riposte comes down. Good charm lands from Closer. And Ona's still going to flash and try and safeguard out, but it's not going to be enough.
So close to Faker, who has ult. I mean, ooh, that was so close. He's going to have to claw his way. I don't know what the cooldown is.
He really does want to claw, but doesn't quite have it available. Circle of Frost is fantastic. He's also got a block. The turret, he doesn't care at all. He's ahead in farm by like 2 waves, Wolf. What the heck's going on as Faker is looking for Dove. He's waiting for the riposte, but Zeus is easily going to be able to take that kill. Faker, of course, can go untargetable, and so the dive is so simple.
So, like, he could have gotten so much more value. Teleport here at the bottom.
Zeus is going to get picked off as now Dove. Grand challenge does come on forward. Dawning Shadow keeps Zeus alive for so long that he manages to take down the Vi. Now, can Dove actually fight this out is the question, and Carrier says absolutely not. Q will connect. True Shot Barrage sails by majestically, but isn't going to actually do anything as Gumuchi slinks into the mist, and he will be alive as well. T1 going to win yet another fight, and then just
outside of a team fight. Prince isn't getting value on the bottom.
All right, decent counter gank timing here for Croco, but he's unable to actually find the Q flash, and Croco's just going to die. Gumuchi now underneath this turret, and T1 are looking to grab some plates up here. This game really is starting to turn into, you know, purchasing some crockery for your new kitchen. As Faker's going to get charmed, not hit by the Orb of Deception true damage though, as that Q is going to connect, and he's just... I kind of thought that that was going to work because T1 were playing pretty fast and loose. As now might be there. Oh.
They're just luckier than you two, you know, it's just, it's not fair.
Was I don't know, you said you two. I had to make the joke as Closer's ulting. There's the Abyssal Dive though, as Carrier is just going to lick Closer. So he presses his ultimate button and then gets tongue lashed, and that's the end of that chapter. Faker now will find Croco, or has Croco found Faker? No, Faker has found Croco. The Everfrost comes down. There's the Frozen Tomb. That Q is pretty comfy, and Ona will help pick that one up for Faker.
Oof. That's a head scratcher right there.
Yeah.
I mean, quite literally, Croco was just a little bit lost on that one and got totally punished. I mean, he's 2 levels down on Faker. It's not going to work out.
Well, Carrier's going to get his fin shook. He's, of course, a particular game. It was the answer that they were looking for. I love the flexibility of this composition from T1, just with the fact that you have Carrier as like a side lane tank if you want it, right? It's just pretty cute.
Yeah, he's like, I can put your weak side wherever you want it.
Yeah.
Where you want it, Chief.
Well, here's the Abyssal Dive, as Carrier is going to look to start this fight. Grand Challenge has been issued now, and Dove says, no, I don't think I really want that one, as that's going to be another charge here for Shirley. She'll be taken down in the end. T1 get exactly what they want, though, as Croco wants round 2. Not a just to make sure he takes as little damage as possible, but this tower is not long for the world, as Faker's going to... there it is! There's the flash ulti we were looking for, as Gale throws down his ult as well. Ona and Faker are going to do some infighting for a moment. But doesn't really result in anything whatsoever. Flash away from Faker here. Faker doesn't actually have his flash available, as the Baron has continued to be leashed here. T1 still haven't dealt with all of the vision in the area, as Gumuchi gets taken down to half health. Croco going to be knocked up here though, as Faker turns up. They get the Circle of Frost. A very comfortable pickup for Ona, as now everyone's trying to get out. Closer desperately trying to Spirit Rush away, but he doesn't have enough charges. Dove now tagged by the very end of the Piercing Darkness. That riposte was all right, as the Abyssal Dive after the Flash Carrier desperately wanting to get all of the kills. This time around, Zeus picks it up. That's a double. They might even get an ace, as Carrier's just walking through the base of Live Sandbox here at 23 minutes. Zeus is just trying to win the game. They are done with this one. T1 want to go home.
So Zeus has been doing this all game long. Guys, let's just kill the buildings. Let's kill the Nexus. Let's win the game. Hey, look, successful stop of the Baron, Atlas.
Yeah.
They did not get the Baron.
They did not get the Baron, that's true.
They will get the Nexus, however, and they will win this series 2-0. The most dominant games of T1 so far this season, and honestly, perhaps the most...